You watching Fuse on Demand. It's Rakim, the microphone fiend, man. So make sure you get it when you want it, man.
50 Cent is the man who made bulletproof vests cool. After being shot 9 times, the hip-hop superstar made sure he could always protect himself. But since releasing 2 #1 albums, 3 movies, 2 video games, and even a clothing line, these days, 50 is more about designer fashion than fearing for his life.
This is Armani. 90% of the time you see him on the red carpet, I'm wearing Armani.
From public feuds to platinum records, 50 Cent has shot like a bullet to the top of the chart. With his catchy hooks, rhymes about guns and girls, and laid-back delivery, 50 Cent has become a hip-hop icon. His rise to the top shows that success isn't just for those who come into the world easily. If you've got enough determination, anyone can climb to the top. Fifty Cent's journey is an inspiration. In a matter of years, he went from drug dealing, violence, and jail time to becoming one of the biggest artists on the planet, no matter what got in his way. Fans around the world agree that 50 is an inspiration.
That's just the dream, to come out the hood and get money. Everybody wants to do it. A lot of people hate on him and stuff like that, but you gotta love him, or he's the one you love to hate. I don't know, whatever it is, 50's, he got it.
And not only did his music help get him out of the hood, he has now invested in the G-Unit record label, Glacow Vitamin Water, and started his own line of clothing. Born Curtis Jackson in Southside, Queens, 50 Cent grew up with his teenaged mother, Sabrina, until she was murdered when he was a child. 50 Cent went to live with his grandparents. But while his grandparents thought he was at after-school programs, 50 was selling cocaine on the streets, earning up to $5,000 a day.
I always had to maintain being 2 different people because I had to be my grandmama's baby when I come in the house, and then I got to do what I got to do to get by in the street.
50 was arrested 3 times, once for selling cocaine to an undercover police officer, and was sentenced to 3 to 9 years in prison. In the end, he spent 6 months in a shock boot camp before being released. Things started to turn around in 1996 when 50 was introduced to Jam Master Jay from Run DMC. Jam Master gave 50 time to practice and record in his studio, and has also been credited with helping 50 learn to write catchy hooks. In 1999, 50's rhymes caught the attention of Columbia Records, who eventually signed him. He recorded the unreleased album Power of a Dollar. But the day before he was set to shoot a music video for one of the singles, 50's good luck came to an end. Standing outside his grandmother's house, 50 was shot 9 times by a gunman, reportedly linked to 50's past life as a drug dealer. As 50 himself has said, when you make a decision to change your life, everybody around you doesn't decide at the same time. Columbia dropped 50, eager to get away from the bad press. After a quick 5-month recovery, 50 became determined to find his own fame. Not content to sit around telling the world that he was once signed to Columbia, 50 began recording and distributing his own bootleg mixtapes to underground DJs. His hard work paid off. Rap superstar Eminem heard 50's music and signed him to Shady Records, as well as getting his track Wankster on the 8 Mile soundtrack. Today, 50 Cent gives Eminem a lot of credit for shaping his sound and getting him into the mainstream.
I think people forget that I'm actually Eminem's artist. You know what I'm saying? Because I've had so much success on my own and moved away from it. But if you could look back, I did an interview, the very first interview I did after we were on the video set of In the Club. It was myself, Eminem, Dr. Dre. M had like a green headband on, green and white shirt, and me and Dre was there, and I said my goal was to fit in with Eminem and Dr. Dre. I didn't mean to fit in under Eminem and Dr. Dre. I meant to fit in as an equal party. And that's what I achieved over this time period.
The pair have remained friends and continue to collaborate. Even though 50 Cent is now a huge superstar in his own right, he still gets excited to work with Eminem.
Oh man, you can expect my new record. You know, I'm working on it now. It's exciting, you know. Eminem has put together new production for me. Like, while he's had a chance to sit still a little more. He was actually scheduled to come out on tour with me overseas, and he stayed back, so now he's created new material for me to prepare for my next album, so I'm excited.
There is no doubt that even back in 2002, Eminem heard what the public and the critics are so enamored with now. 50's laid-back grooves, deceptively amateur-sounding tenor voice, catchy riffs, and honest lyrics. In fact, it is the harsh truth about his life before stardom that makes 50 so unique. Not only are his lyrics full of gritty honesty, his delivery is also a result of his previous life. His slight vocal drawl is a result of a bullet wound in his mouth.
The music, I use my real experiences, you know, to write my music. So the things you go through make you who you are. But those are things that I was forced to go through.